probably time to go. This is Nerd's show, yeah, this is Nerd's show. And if you ain't one of them, it's probably time to go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, everybody's favorite drunk magician back here, and I am honored tonight not to only have one guest, but two guests. Yes, that's right, Max Trubin is back, but the long-awaited return of a friend. Mr. GW Foley is going to be here with us live in the studio, chatting it out, telling us what he's been doing since he left us. That's right, since he broke our cold hearts. Like a sledgehammer on a, like Sub-Zero with a sledgehammer, just shattering that thing. Anyways, I'll try not to swear too much in the early bit because I monetize these things. Also, MC Molasses dropped a new single. We'll get to that later on in the show and plug him appropriately. Without further ado, my friends, welcome to TDAU Live. It's episode 27. I'm stepping up to the bar and meeting Mr. GW Foley and Max Trubin. Let's have a fun show.
Yeah! Back, baby!
Are you saying you want to show me your tits?
This is the story of a drunk who grew up kind of a punk, and then all his friends left him, and now he's here alone. This is the story of a drunk who grew up kind of punk. Now he's here doing the drunken, underwhelming live show.
This is a weird show.
Drunken, underwhelming live show. Drunken, underwhelming live show. Drunken, underwhelming live show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TDAU Live, episode 27. Hickory steps up to the bar and meets GW Foley, this fine, sexy gentleman, to my, well, on-screen left, right? I don't know directions, but I know down there is Mr. Max Trubin. Max, welcome to the show. How are you, gentlemen, this fine evening?
I am fucking
What's up, everybody?
fantastic.
Yeah.
You may monetize, but I don't.
Whatever. I think we made it. We made it past the 30 seconds. I don't know what YouTube. That's the hard time with the YouTube rules, man. Is that they're changing constantly. I feel like I got strikes back in the day for content that would be fine now, and I probably should get strikes for content I did back then that would not be fine now. I don't know.
It's a racket.
It's a thing, that's for sure. And Max,
Yeah.
welcome to the show, sir. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. How you doing, by the way?
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Pleasure to be here as always. I'm doing
That's
great,
right.
man. Today, shout out to my little girl, 10 years old. What's up? Happy birthday, sweetie.
Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah, they get older.
Hey.
It happens. Yeah. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, brothers. Thank you for asking. Thank you.
Kids are
Thank you,
incredible,
thank
man.
you.
I don't
Other than
have any
that,
of my own.
honestly, not a whole lot going on. Interestingly enough, I had a conversation. Go ahead, brother. As far as little ones?
Yep.
Did everything go silent?
Yeah, no, I got confused. I thought I was hanging on, expecting you to.
I have no idea what
Oh, it looks
happened.
like oh, there he is.
Oh, okay. Like you got to a point in this come.
I thought I had a
sentence
stroke.
where
So
I'm
glad
I got real
didn't.
confused
This is
myself, my
great.
friend. That's the beauty of TDU Live. Who knows what's gonna happen? We're just hanging out.
This is
It's a
fucking
Wednesday
great.
night, and no idea. But
Shit
yeah,
gets
no,
It's real.
I don't have any little ones of myself, but watching my nieces and nephews grow up, dude, is a trip. Like seeing them skipping a month in time, and all of a sudden you come back and they're like 6 inches taller, and you're just like, wait, what the hell happened here? Yeah, no, it's I can't imagine seeing it on the day.
I haven't seen my nephew in
I'll
like
give you the best advice I can to anybody that has not yet had kids.
what's that?
Wait, is this another moment? G-Dubs, are you frozen?
Is it the best advice
No.
about kids park?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like hanging on a moment there. Waiting on a moment here with you. I got
Should we
lost.
pray?
I think so. This.
Yeah, let me light the Fauci candle. I'll be right there.
I think there's a delay somewhere.
Yep, nope. I think that's what's happening. Is we're just a little bit behind for Max right now. Yeah, because I can hear it in the background. Like we have a little bit of delay with Max, which is throwing things off a little bit. That's why
I'm smoking that Larry Bird and that Gary Payton. So
that's why the awkward silence happened like that. Where it just
that makes sense.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So hopefully StreamYard fixes that shortly. Well, we'll get into the first topic of the evening. GW, we'll see how this goes, I suppose. W, did you see that there's a portal between New York City and Dublin?
No.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they're calling it anyways. The New York City Dublin portal reopens with limited hours, new guardrails to deter shenanigans. So what they're calling a portal is basically a art installation with a TV and a live cam.
Okay. So
that you can look in from the New York side and see people on Dublin, and the Dublin people can see the people from New York. You know the worst part that upset me is the camera angle's wrong. Like that's how I'm knowing being nitpicky is that if you were looking into a portal like that, it would be looking straight out at your eye level.
Yeah.
And instead it's like pointed down, like across the crowd. And
that was like you're up higher.
I was like, damn it, I've played too much VR. This broke the illusion. But I think overall, as like an art idea, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, until like you see the first crime in like shit, someone call the cops in America.
It would have been even funnier if they did it like between the like highest crime city somewhere and the lowest crime city somewhere. You know what I mean?
So like Detroit and some sleepy village in the middle of Oklahoma.
Yeah, or like somewhere in Sweden. You know, like a very affluent neighborhood in Sweden. Versus like something. Detroit, or who knows, maybe like the ghettos of Afghanistan. I don't know.
Wonder what that caused for like internet usage.
That's a very good question.
Like, who's paying for this? Other than my tax dollars.
It wouldn't surprise me if our tax dollars are paying for it. But they said they had to close the portal because of some bad behavior. What's up, Max? I see you raising your hand over there.
Somebody showed their dick, huh?
You know, that would have been far more a reason to shut it down, I suppose, than it was. Now, some OnlyFans chick showed her dick, and a couple of people flipped off the camera. Which is like one of those things where I'm like, how did you not expect that kind of stuff? Like
that'd be the first thing I'd do.
How did you not go into this thinking that there's going to be way worse things? It said New York City Dublin live stream portal reopened Sunday with some new measures meant to deter deviant and disturbing behavior that forced it to temporarily shut down. I don't think it forced it at all. I think these people are just soft. Like,
yeah.
Like there's no reason.
If this was a true art exhibit, they'd let that shit fly.
That's right. Like art embraces some of the worst of humanity to show the best in humanity. And yeah, they definitely didn't embrace it here. Even though that wasn't even the worst of humanity. It was just... Anyways. Organizers flipped the switch back on 9 a.m. nearly 5 days after the attraction went dark from both sides of the ponds. But instead, the art exhibit offering a 24/7 connection between the cities as with the case, will only operate live from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Guardrails were also placed around the portal, which opened earlier this month to help prevent a repeat of past offensive acts. From the Irish side, visitors have gotten up close to the camera and held phones with sickening images of the 9/11 attacks and swastikas, knowing that it would trigger people in New York City, I'm sure. Like, in the Big Apple, a pair of OnlyFans creators flashed their breasts on the live stream. Both screens will be blurred.
this is like
for visitors. Sorry.
that would be acceptable as long as they were women breasts.
I would totally
Yeah.
show my boobs. Just
In the Big Apple, a pair of OnlyFans creators flashed their breasts on the live stream.
Fuck, I'd look at them. Full disclosure.
Both screens will now be blurred if a visitor steps on the portal and disrupts the camera, which organizers call the proximity-based solution. New York's sculpture will continue to have on-site security during hours of operation, with more fencing and signage also in place. Dublin side will also have physical design features to deal with the crowd management, organizers said. Yeah. There's one. Best by the Dublin NYC portal today. This is quite literally why we can never have nice things. It's just a photo of what a time. What a time to be alive, my friends.
people
sorry to laugh.
suck. People suck so much.
They ruin everything, but at the same time, I can't laugh. I can't not laugh. It's just like, oh, dude, this is where we're at. Like,
I get the feeling I can't tell my 9/11 joke down in Georgia. Like,
probably shouldn't.
someone asked me the other day, like, "Oh, are you going to do comedy while you're down there?" I'm like,
I would
know.
not only tell it, but I would broadcast it.
I think Max still like solid 10 seconds behind us. It's funny because we hadn't experienced this situation like one-on-one.
Short bus Max. I'm back, bitches.
Oh, well, let's get into the next story of Clown World this evening, my friends.
King of the short bus. That's what's up.
Keep driving, sir, because we're going right into Clown Town. Oakland locals blame homeless encampment for city removing traffic lights to stop copper.
Oh, shit, bitches.
A California city removed the traffic lights from a four-way intersection as the city grapples with deaths attributed to mass homeless encampment nearby. Yet again, I don't mean to laugh about such an unfortunate situation that all these people are in, but at the same time, we're removing traffic city lights because people keep stealing the city lights. Is this not a sign of the times, GW?
God bless them. That's here's the thing, like, it's a no-win situation, and like, it sucks to be homeless. It does.
Yeah, 100%. I have sympathy.
But come on, stealing fucking lights for copper. Ah,
Like look at the photo. It's a pole out in the air where a traffic light used to hang, and now it's a fucking stop sign. It looks like an AI generated image.
Yeah,
they need to grease the fucking things up like they do in Philly.
Like, if you were to show me, like, what does the dystopian future look like?
If they were smart, what they would do is make a show about it and just have them fucking film and doing that shit so we can know how to do it, make some money on the side. That's a smart game.
Like the Kia boys.
Well, it's what's the meme where it's like, hey, just so you know that traffic cameras have 5 pounds of copper in them.
Poof.
Yeah. How did that happen? Once you start cutting into the revenue.
Magic.
Those crazy ones. It's just telling that the city is giving up on this, said Tam Lee, owner of LaAngelo's Body and Engine Repair, nearby the intersection, told CBS News. If you really want to fix the stop sign, I think you really just have to clean up the homeless encampment. The lights have been working on and off for months due to criminals tampering with the electricity, stealing the wires, which is like crazy, right? Also, on the flip side, they've been dealing with this for months. Like, this was just an unsafe as fuck intersection for like more than 1 week, and they were like, "Yeah, you know what? We can deal with that in a little bit."
Like,
I
that
love
looks
the solution. That's the solution right there.
That's fucking rough. That's a
Can
rough
you imagine-
intersection just for a stop sign.
You imagine how much this slowed down the daily commute.
Oh yeah, people not knowing what the fuck to do. Yeah. Well,
Like, I can't imagine a stronger incentive for my town to be like, you know what, you should probably move. You should probably get the hell out of here. Like it's gone way downhill. Like you don't have you do not want to be here at all. That's what that looks like.
something to said about living in the woods.
Yeah. I mean, we only have stop signs in my town. I remember one time getting pulled over in oh fuck, where were we? We're at Hampton Beach, right? And we drove in during the night. And for those who don't know, Hampton Beach, New Hampshire is like the main block is a one-way. But it's like, bless you. It's like 4 or 5 blocks down, 4 or 5 blocks back up.
Bless you.
It's like a pretty big one-way track. And we drove in at night and we didn't realize when we drove in via GPS that it was a one-way. And so we're going to leave the hotel in the morning, and she's like, "Which way do you want to go?" And I'm like, "I don't care, hon, you're driving." Like, she just looks at me and she's like, "You know, up is always the safest bet." And she turns left. And we're going for like a block, and some cars flash us, and we're like, "Huh, I wonder what's wrong with the car." And we get like another half block, and of course there's a cop like right there. And I'm like, "Oh god." We got pulled over, and they're like, you're driving on a one-way." And we're just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't know, like, we don't have those in our town." And he was like, "You don't have one-way streets in your town? Excuse me, what town do you live in?" And I was like, "Sir, we don't even have stoplights. We live in Bridgewater, Vermont." There's stop signs and yield signs. There is not a single traffic light anywhere to be seen. Yeah, there's no one-way roads. I don't know what you're talking about. And luckily he was kind enough to be like, "You know what? You guys are idiots, but go along your way. Be safe, turn around, and go the right way." All I could think was I had like a bowl packed that I had stuck him.
So he confused you with either a Mennonite or a Quaker.
It's possible. I do look pretty Amish, my friend. That's especially get the stash shaven down and get the pilgrim hat on. I look like I'm ready to raise some barns.
Start calling you Ezekiel.
You're a beautiful bearded bastard, and don't let anybody tell you differently.
Thank you. We should probably start a show, the 3 of us, called the Beautiful Bearded Bastards. That would be a great. Skibara's down in the comments said, "Well, what's up, Hickory GW Max?"
What's
Welcome
up,
to the
buddy?
show,
Long time no see.
Yeah, we appreciate you, brother. We're just talking about, the ridiculousness of the goings on today. Also catching up with GW because he's about to go away. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but GW is a flexing. And
I like how you said I'm going away like it's a prison sentence.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean I didn't mean to phrase it like that. He's leaving me. That's really all I'm like, and not even leaving me. Like, we're not breaking up. He's like
Yeah.
moving a few states away. It's like we're gonna be in a long distance
Yeah,
heterosexual
he's not going away like
relationship.
Epstein or anything like that. You know.
No, I don't expect to read GW's note anytime soon. He's going away like he's gonna at some point figure out where he's living so we can go away too. That's
Yes.
that's that's how I feel about GW going away right now.
Yeah. Fucking that's great.
But yeah, GW, speaking of the situation there, what do you think about, and I'm sure you're glad you're about to leave. What do you think about the new design for Rutland's Woodstock Ave and what they're doing there? Are you aware?
I am leaving at a perfect time.
Absolutely.
Like that is, I remember 10 years ago when they tried it and it was horrible. Now they're talking about doing it on Woodstock and through 7.
This, my friends, is why you do not you don't elect idiots to your local boards. I don't have a story pulled up, but just to share. They're going to take Woodstock Ave and Route 7 in Rutland, which is like the third, fourth biggest city.
Yeah.
Probably really second biggest city in the state. And they're going to take all their 2-lane roads, so 2 lanes each way, and turn them into a single lane each way with the turning lane and put in a bike lane. Which I gotta weigh in because Molasses messaged me, who we'll get to later because he got a new single out. But Molasses hit me up and he said, and I'll quote the fucking lawn man himself. The lawn care rapper said, "As much as I love grass, why don't you idiots just get rid of the strip of grass between the crosswalk and the road and make that the bike lane? And then you wouldn't have to change shit other than some angles." Which I'm just gonna say, as a guy who loves grass himself, and I've been honored to be on some molasses tracks. God damn it, that's a good question. I don't know why anybody raised that one at City Hall. I just assume we're living in idiocracy. Next at GW, love in the house.
What up,
Nick?
Nick?
Thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate
How's
you.
it going, buddy?
But
I don't know. I disagree with it. The problem being that, yeah, we have some bike users in town, but it's mostly going to be flatlanders, and we're just doing it because we want them to slow down and spend more money.
And like, I get the rate of bike users will go up with the use of electric bikes because it's now non-exclusive to fit people.
Yeah.
To drive a bike around. But like, it's not enough in this town that it's going to change traffic patterns to make them better. It's only going to make traffic patterns worse. Like, there's not going to be a line of e-bikes pulling out of McDonald's anytime soon.
Yeah.
And we got one of those, just to be clear. Rutland's a town of what, like 40,000?
I think so.
And it's got 2 McDonald's and 2 Dunkin' Donuts. And at
we
one
used to
point,
have 3.
Rutland, Vermont. Oh yeah, you did used to have 3. At one point, Rutland, Vermont had the highest bars per capita in the country. That has since gone away. Thank you, Bidenomics. A bunch of nice restaurants closed, but yeah, it's used to have the highest bars per capita. Now I'm sure it just has the highest depression per capita because those bars closed. Skimaro said, "Funny watching people jogging or biking on super roads trying to get in shape. Every passing car is a possible death sentence." That too, and like the rate of carbon monoxide that you inhale while jogging on an interstate is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Next said, so I don't have to register the blank of my kayak with an electric motor. The blank of my, I'm not sure what that symbol means.
It's a canoe.
Oh, maybe it's canoe or kayak with an electric motor. I mean, I
Yeah.
assume not, right? Like
They're small enough rowboats.
We've assumed that electric motors are just okay. And there's no regulations. I don't know how this works. Like, we're in a whole new
Cats and dogs living as one.
Max, you have a lot of electric vehicle usage down your way. Like sign language.
You know, there's a lot of stupid people here in the Midwest, so there are a lot of electric slash hybrid cars, and people don't seem to understand the fact that there's not the infrastructure isn't there. You're putting the carriage before the horse in this case, and they're doing it all wrong. But it's an agenda that certain people like to try to push. Not going to mention any names, but I'm just saying that even if there's I don't know what 10 million years left on this planet before it blows up or whatever the fuck happens, none of us are going to be here. Neither are our kids. I'm not worried about it. That's just being honest. Seriously.
That's fair.
We make fucking such big deals out of such little things because it's sensationalism. But it's a beautiful thing because it keeps people watching and engaging. So yeah, keep doing
it. Well, in that case, we might as well go ahead and make big things out of nothing. Yeah, let's talk about inflation. This is mid 2019 or end of 2019 to the end of 2024. Three biggest fast food chains in the world, or in the US at least. G-Dubs, what do you think? How much do you think inflation increased on a medium French fries from McDonald's?
Oh, probably. Well, what's current inflation? Like what, 4% right now? I couldn't tell you numbers.
I mean, that's way down.
Yeah, I 7%. Would that be better? More accurate?
Probably actual, but that's
okay,
like
so,
month over month.
7.5, right? Yeah, about 7.5.
Okay, so 13%.
I wish that was right. Max, you got a bet on what from 2019, the end of 2019. So the end of Orange Man Bad to right now. Medium French fries. What is the percentage increase on the price of a medium French fry from McDonald's?
A lot of people always have things to say when it comes to the Orange Man, but when the Orange Man was in charge of the country, I don't recall there being a lot of wars that we were involved in or actively participating in. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Tweets, speaking your mind. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people are very sensitive when it comes to certain things. So do you honestly think that we're better off now than we were with the Orange Man? Honestly?
Making a solid appeal, Max, my friend. There you go. The medium French fries end of 2019 price was $1.79. Mid 2024, $4.19 with an increase of 134.1%. These are the top 5 items from the top 3 fast food places, being McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Chick-fil-A. You don't include Starbucks, because Starbucks is like kind of in a weird spot where they might be fast food, they might not be. But yeah, biggest one being the McChicken. The end of 2019 went from $1.29 to $3.89. $2.60 added to the price in 5 years. equating to a 201.6% increase.
That's nuts.
Taco Bell.
That's super nuts.
Taco Bell had a $1.69 beefy 5-layer burrito. That's now $3.69. The spicy potato soft taco went from $1 to $1.19. Crunchwrap Supreme went from $3.49 to $5.29. Even Chick-fil-A, who I would argue is probably one of the best examples of a fast food company that's treating their employees right and giving them decent days off, decent wages. Even they, of course, had the lowest ones. McDonald's definitely had the highest ones. The McChicken at 201.6%. It's pretty fucking crazy. The highest at Chick-fil-A was the 8-piece Chick-fil-A nuggets. Went from $3.05 to $5.99. Chicken strips went from $4.39 to $7.85. Waffle fries, $1.65 to $2.99. And a milkshake from $3.15 to $5.19. Just a crazy little snippet of the time that we've lived in the past 5 years, 6 years. It's kind of wild to watch things like before your eyes. Like you hear about these things, right? But like to actually watch history like this happen, or like I didn't think it was this fast, because I read in the textbook in between segments, and it seemed like it was a bit slower. And it seemed like those times were spaced out a little more, and now you're like, oh yeah, we're living this. This is nuts.
And it totally throws off like comparisons also, like with people being like, oh, back in 1990, like you made this much money and this is what it equates to now. Like we're living in such a bizarre time that it's just ridiculous. Like it's hard to compare like 20 years ago to now, with just the rate of the increase in inflation and everything. It's so super frustrating, and I don't see either one of them pulling us out of it. Like honestly, like we
100%.
need drastic economic change to pull ourselves out of this, and we don't have the capability to do it.
I think when you say that, the answer is because that both sides answer to the people who have caused this.
Yeah,
You know what
you're
I
right.
mean?
You're
Like,
absolutely right.
They're both owned by as much as I don't know if I brought this up with you before, Max, the kayfabe analogy with the fact that like kayfabe, when it was going on in the 80s and 90s, was to summarize it real quick, was the act of wrestlers who were in a theatrical performance, for lack of a better term, pretended like they didn't like each other because their roles dictated that they didn't like each other, not necessarily because they actually didn't like each other. And they kept this up going on in public to maintain the facade that this entire thing, i.e. wrestling, was in wrestling terms a shoot, but in layman's terms real. And I think we're at a point where like we're all discovering that politics is the exact same thing, where these people pretend to hate each other in public, but behind closed doors they're all like giving high fives, they're taking money from the same donors, they're slapping each other on the ass, and they don't give a shit about any of the bills that they pass. They're just like, you know what, do I get a 5% kickback on that thing we're passing, even though it absolutely just ruins the future of this country? Yeah, I don't give a shit. Sign me up. That's more money for me to retire with. And that's exactly what we're going on right now. Is just I feel like part of people are realizing that we live in kayfabe clown world, and the other half still believe it's real. And you sound like an absolutely crazy person if you bring this up. You know what I mean? Like if you bring up the fact that the two parties are exactly the same thing, they've been doing the same thing for a long time. And anybody who acts outside of that, i.e., acts up in the back locker room, is completely shunned. People that treat you like you're a conspiracy theorist, even though it's blatant to see anybody who understands what a work is, that we're all just in on the work.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Like politics suck.
yeah.
I saw
I
that.
said retirement, laughing face, laughing face. Yeah, no, we're just supposed to work until we die.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
then
the
work some
modern
more.
generations are supposed to do. Well, or argumentatively vote some more. They're supposed to. Beautiful
The
sister
most
said you're going too
overrated
deep.
temporary position in the world.
Retirement. Well said, my friend.
Yeah. The future is bleak.
We're getting to a couple more topics. This one came up. DC Drano on Facebook posted the FBI didn't want to raid Trump's house. I don't know if you guys are aware of the story, but the recent information brought up about the raid on Mar-a-Lago purports that the FBI showed up in khakis and shirts with their guns hidden, and also had lethal force authorized, and also had a contingency plan for if the president showed back up to the Mar-a-Lago while they were conducting the raid, which many people are aghast. But DC Drano says the FBI didn't want to raid President Trump's house, but AG Merrick Garland overruled them. By doing this, Garland authorized the use of deadly force. He knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted a shootout at the Mar-a-Lago. The psycho belongs in prison. And I don't know if you saw about that, G-Dubs or Max.
No.
But yeah, basically the papers got leaked saying that the FBI had prearranged, authorized shoot to kill or use of force before they showed up to raid the Mar-a-Lago. And basically, the modern left / establishment media is saying, oh, this is totally normal. This is totally normal. This is what the FBI should do. If it's like, this is what we do. This is the precedent that the FBI has. Anytime they show up to seize anything illegal, of course, they have authorized lethal force, to which most normal people are saying, wait, this is the former president who's under care of the Secret Service, who has a federal agency also protecting him, which makes you go, I wonder what would happen if the Secret Service were there and the FBI rolled up in plain clothes with guns. Like what possibly could have happened? I can't imagine just a bunch of fucking dorks like federal agency committees having a grand old time having a shootout at the parking lot of the Mar-a-Lago. But yeah, my first thought was a lot of people are saying this was like an attempt or a threat against Trump, which I'm like, okay, I honestly think this was more in line something to kick off civil unrest. Like this was the moment where they were like, we want the FBI to show up in khakis and polos, cause a conflict with the civil service, so that the majority news can go out there and be like, Trump's Secret Service shoots at FBI. You know what I mean? Like I think this was like a play.
Well,
know.
Throwing on a conspiracy theory hat.
Let's go it.
If hypothetically, if that was a black flag to do, they would say something along like they would totally disown the fact that it was Secret Service having a shootout, and they would blame extremists like Trumpians.
On the flip side, you can't though, because like they couldn't.
Oh, you can.
I mean, you could, but it would be hard to say that there was a group of extremists defending the Mar-a-Lago in a secret raid.
Yeah, make
But
these
on the flip
secret
side,
services out to be undercover Trump supporters.
no, you're 100% right, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy times we live in, my friends. Because, yeah. Feel like that just makes me go, huh. The FBI later commented and said, hey, this was totally normal procedure, to which I'm like, should that be the thing when you raid a unprecedented former president's home? like should normal procedure be a thing when like there's government I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot of shit.
Hey. Fuck.
You would think that with everything going
like,
on in the United States right now, whether it be at the southern border or whether it be homelessness or whatever else, we got nothing better. The federal government has nothing better to do than fuck with this man in any and every way they can. That shit's old. It's played out. There's nothing there. But
Yeah,
there
like the
is
trial.
money laundering going on through Ukraine and the Biden administration for a long time. Nobody wants to talk about that shit.
Amen, brother. It's like they want to keep this trial going out forever, i.e., it wrapped up today, and they were like, "Yeah, let's continue after Memorial Day weekend." You know, like there wouldn't be a possible, we wouldn't possibly be intercepting, campaigning on the Trump camp. But yeah, it's mind-boggling. Anyways, we got a little bit of video to share. This is kind of cool. They finally blew up the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Maryland. Collapsed Baltimore Bridge span comes down with a boom after crews set off chain of explosives. This was the breathtaking video. It's actually pretty underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I got an ad first. The Associated Press. Like pretty underwhelming, am I right?
Yeah.
Like compared to the video footage of the boat hitting. It was kind of like, eh.
Bum 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 bum.
That's it. And then it's like, you know what? Let the camera play for another half minute. That'd be great.
Because something else might happen.
Yeah. Unfortunately, nothing else happened other than the FBI investigation that said this thing wasn't seaworthy at all. Which everybody just said, yeah, we're not. Let's keep talking about Trump. Anyways, G-Dub's going to leave you in charge for a sec. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Have a beverage. Okay.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Uh-oh. I'm in charge now. Now it's time for Max and I to have a weird conversation.
You have been given.
How's it going, buddy?
What's up? I'm down.
Nothing.
Whatever. It's all good. No topics off limits.
I don't really have any topics. So normally when it was the other show, he would do this, and I would just rant for like a couple minutes, and I would just rant. And now it's weird now. The pausing is trying to let you catch up, because I think I'm like a couple seconds ahead of you.
I got a message from StreamYard, and they were telling me that due to high volumes of traffic, they are experiencing some issues. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, we can.
And the same thing happened the other night, and it was perfectly fine. And then I did another show, and
Goddamn
which
technology.
just makes it weird in the way that you don't want to talk over anybody else, and you don't want to get talked over. Yeah, that's where technology fucks us, man. We become so dependent on it, and then the shit doesn't work when you go live. And people, everybody in the audience, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for GW. Thank you for Hickory. Thank you for everything. Be grateful for everything and don't take anything for granted. But anybody who's ever done a live before, whether it be through StreamYard, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case may be, you go on live, you are going to experience potential problems because that's the way shit works.
Yeah.
That's just the way shit happens.
Oh yeah. It's
It's not like GW and Max and Hickory decided to put StreamYard together to where it's perfect.
That would have been grand, though. I wish.
Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. I wish I had been on the entry level for StreamYard. We would have been not working right now.
Hello.
Anyways, before I get out of here, we got some stories to tell before we drop. But
we were just talking about it. It's on their end. There's nothing we're doing.
Absolutely. That's all on the internet, my friend. I blame the internet mostly.
Are these scary stories? Because I have a tendency to have night terrors. So,
I mean, if you fuck around to find it out, I suppose it's a scary story. Because MC Molasses got a new drop. Bayfo. I said, I know VTEL sucks ass. I actually have Comcast. And
not much better.
I don't blame them, though. This is entirely a StreamYard issue.
Russians. So I got all kinds of hacking shit going on right now, so I should have perfect service in every country, even space.
Understood. It's probably the Bitcoin mine that you have going on in your basement, Max. Anyways, this is the newest drop from MC Molasses. For those who haven't heard it, GW hasn't heard it. Max heard it kind of last week, but I hadn't officially dropped it yet. And yeah, this is Faithful. Let's get it. You can hear this, right, G-Dubs?
Molasses back. About to share a tale. An old tale. Or maybe it's old as time. About to find out. Bunch of bitches wanna run mouth. That shit they know nothing about. That shit don't fly in my town. Come around, fuck around and find out. Ain't no fucking around in my plan. Ain't no fucking around in my land. Working this yard so damn hard. The top layer is golf course sand. Bluegrass won't take these stripes. This redneck won't take no shit. This American flag symbolize my rights. Your flag just symbolize your grip and air eating water and oversea. Keep all stripes perfect, no slugs breathe. I spray for ticks without need. I can turn up the filter like bluegrass bleeds. I'm sick of being told to shut up. Motherfucker, I won't sit down. I won't take a knee for a bunch of cucks. You're about to find out happens, you fuck around. Bunch of bitches wanna run mouth. That shit they know nothing about. That shit don't fly in my town. Come around, fuck around and find out. Bunch of bitches wanna run mouth. That shit they know nothing about. That shit don't fly in my town. Come around, fuck around and find out. Boy, you fucked around one too many times. Biblical tale is old time. You could respect it being what was mine. Now you're struggling to find the exit sign. Looks like you joined the clown show circus. Run a roller coaster of bad mistakes. Bunch of soft toy bitches. Heaviest thing that the list today is probably cake. You send me a bunch of angry messages. Glasses, he's so fucking mean. But I ain't got time to handle you hoes. I'm out here keeping my yard green. Simple as you should have walked away. Didn't want to clean blood off my plot today. But you bitches could not just run your mouth. You just found out happens, you fuck around. Bunch of bitches wanna run mouth. That shit they know nothing about. That shit don't fly in my town.
bunch of curious middle school girls. Come at me, bro. Come get some. Come on. Come fuck around and find out. For real.
Bunch of bitches wanna run mouth. That shit they know nothing about. That shit don't fly in my town. Come around, fuck around and find out. Bunch of bitches wanna run mouth. That shit they know nothing about. That shit don't fly in my town. Come around, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, Molasses is getting better at the editing, better at the production. Congratulations, Debbie, on the diploma, by the way. Yes.
Thank you, buddy.
Debbie. But yeah, thank you. Fun to put out that track with Molasses.
I'm glad I waited.
Waited for.
Waited to listen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was dope, man. That I dig that.
Brother. Yeah, the first off the Make Lawns Great Again EP. 5 tracks drop in the summer.
And by the way, I liked the texture you used for the letters.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was a good touch. It kind of had like a spray painted plywood feel.
Yeah. No,
was that what you were going for, or?
Kind of. Yeah. It was
okay.
Like spray painted texture. Yep. Very,
yeah.
very
No,
close.
it looked cool. It looked really cool.
Thank you. But yeah, definitely a bit of work, but as Molasses
super dope,
does.
homie.
Thank you, brother. Just waiting too long to put out tracks because he's got a bunch of
keep on that shit.
Yep, no, that's definitely a downfall of both his and mine was waiting too long. It's like, oh, this is done. Yeah, let's just wait on that for 6 months. Much like the track I dropped on my channel today was I finally uploaded my Biden Trump AI parody debate. You see that one either, G-Dubs?
Yes, I did see that one. That was a good one. I like that one.
I'll share that real quick because it's
What's up, everybody? I'm Joe Rogan. Welcome to the 2024 presidential debates.
Partly because it's scary how close me, sitting alone in my studio with some AI, did this debate. Obviously, this is not Trump and Biden and Joe Rogan sitting in a studio together, hashing out a battle rap over the 2024 debates. But
that's how it should be done, though.
That's what I created, and it's mildly absurd that like a dude in his home studio can create this.
We got Mr. President Joe Biden versus Mr. former President Donald Trump.
Give me that megaphone, Joe. We all know where America needs to go. Trump rides on a mic like Joe drops his bike, and I'm up in this bitch with my MAGA flow. So you can try to swing and try to fight. Joe can fight with all his Dem party bait, but I'm popping up harder than Joe's leg hair, and I'm making corn pop Secretary of State.
Whoa. We all agreed that we would not bring up the past transgressions, Mr. Trump, if we could just get back on target.
Stay on target. Let's talk a minute about Joe's apartment. One that Hunter rents from him, something like 80K. I'm sure that money's not coming from sketchy places getting laundered. Sure, it's not getting laundered straight through that kid's art display. What happened, Joe? I thought all the adults are back. What happened, Joe? There's coke in the office, Hunter smoking crack. When they let you off the lead, you just go on a shitty attack. Dying dog-faced pony soldier can't do push-ups. Is he even black?
Oh, okay, gentlemen. Let's stay in our respective corners for a second. Mr. President, what do you have to say, Joe?
Yes. Well, thank you for having me, Mr. Rogan. And this other asshat on the other side of the stage, that guy. I'm not even going to say his name in this one. Let's go. I'm about sick of this malarkey. Hunter produces great artsy. There's a reasonable solution, but Brock has told me in my earpiece, bringing back decency, or bringing back civil rights, and we're gonna build capture migrants and maggots. Can't wait to get you off my back, bitch. I can barely walk on my own. My cartilage is gone, it's bone to bone. Not only ran for president, so I wouldn't spend the rest of my life up in jail alone. Oh shit, what'd you say, Barack? Wasn't supposed to say that out loud. It's democracy is under attack. I'm losing. I'll have the media clear my bags.
Okay, so this has been a very, very interesting debate so far. Thank both of you gentlemen for hanging out. Anything you got to say on closing statements?
I've got a lot to say, but man, I won't debate. You couldn't fill a sample cup, I fill arenas when I'm on stage. Don't think quite you understand exactly who you just fucking with. I've already had the Russian hookers to cover your bed with hot piss.
Listen to your Jack, I got hairy legs, got some them real good. Where's my eggs? And fit me, we're off, and I got a dip, and I won't lose the election. It's fucking twit. Said it before, and I'll say it again. Donald Trump is a fucking dope. It doesn't matter who actually wins, it only matters who counts the votes.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. This has been a very eye-opening experience for the 2024 presidential election, and all I can really say is, I guess we're all fucked.
Yeah, that's how it had to end.
You could have just left it at that last one. Just repeated that over and over again.
Well, the doesn't matter. It only matters who counts the votes.
No, the we're all fucked.
Yeah. No, but I felt like Joe Rogan saying it was just like a little more impactful, you know. Just like
We're all fucked.
Like when he finally breaks and it's just like, yeah, we're all fucked. Like
Yeah.
that's like the official, like the everybody saw it before him downfall.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good track. It's a good track.
Thank you, brother.
AI might be the best way for Joe Biden to debate Donald Trump, though, in all honesty. I mean, that motherfucker, I don't think you can talk anymore.
I mean, it's up for debate, right? Like, whether he could debate or not. No, I agree with you. It's it'll be interesting to see if the Trump Biden debates actually happen.
Literally, yeah. That's like if you can't debate, can you be a president?
Yeah.
I mean, he can be.
Yeah, they had to have I think a 3-month stretch between the two debates. One's in July, then the other one's September.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're totally breaking with tradition. Like
No, Biden's the perfect politician. He's the shitty president.
Every current year is just like, oh yeah, we're not doing what we used to do. You're like, why are we not? Why are we breaking from the normal debate schedule? Oh wait, because it's our president needs to get hopped up on amphetamines before he can go talk in front of people. And the fact that that's not like more obvious to more people is astonishing. Especially because a drunk idiot like me can do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say this has been the best show I've ever done, but we've run it pretty well, G-Dubs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like we're talking about some drunk idiot in his studio. I mean, I'm not the lowest. I mean, I produced those last 2 tracks, so like there's that. Like I have a base level line of talent, but on the flip side, the fact that the White House is producing less quality content than a drunk magician in his home studio with no budget and like he can afford beer when it's on a special, that's something to be said.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's like, why haven't they hired better people? I don't know. What do you think, GW? Why doesn't the White House have the best people editing?
Because the best people don't want to do it.
That might be very, very true, my friend.
Like,
It's mind-boggling.
I'm just thinking the salary that I would have to take in order to do that, like, and to pass like drug tests, like everything else the federal government makes you do. I wouldn't even get past that round.
Nick said it's an awesome show for Hump Day. Well, thank you, Nick.
No.
That's right. TDAU Live, your Hump Day show from 8 to 9.
Can you guys hear us okay, or are we coming in and out on the guys that are watching?
No, you sound great when you're here. It's just other than the time lapse thing, you sound absolutely phenomenal.
You sound. Stop that. You're making me blush.
Oh no, you sound great. Like
Come on, you do it again. Stop.
The
All right, one more time, and I won't ask you to stop again.
I say the girth of your voice comes right through the screen, my friend.
It's so thick and beady.
Yeah.
I thought the girth of something else was coming through the screen. I would put that away because that is unacceptable.
Before you get out of here, Max, what is the logo behind you?
That is a logo that I created that looks, you know, like when you go to a shrink and they're like, they show you the pictures and like, oh, that looks like my ex-girlfriend, or that looks like my whatever. To me, that looks like a smiling alien to me. See a little smiley face, and it's got a little alien, little fucking look to it. I don't know what it is, but I was high as shit when I put it together. I was on that Gary Payton and that Larry Bird, and I was like, oh, I want to see some dope shit. And that's what it came up with. So if Larry Bird and Gary Payton got together, got high as shit, and decided to create a logo, that's what it would look like.
Next out of sloth is what I see.
I saw a happy kitty cat.
Yeah, I was thinking that was kind of my
You see a sloth?
a little bit, but I do see the happy kitty cat more. Like it's love the background though.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, it was all the THC and the cartridge that did it for me. So I thank Gary Payton and Larry Bird and the dispensaries. Big shout out.
Speaking of Larry Bird, have you guys seen the commercial from State Farm? Is it State Farm? I don't know. The one that's like, I'm chaos. That guy who does the insurance commercials.
I've seen them, but I haven't seen like lately.
The Larry Bird one's pretty good. Like he's got a bird in his attic, and like that guy is the bird, and like Larry Bird is trying to like swat it with a tennis, like a badminton racket, and then he falls through Larry Bird falls through the floor, and then the guy walks downstairs and is like, "Now you're the bird stuck in the attic." Like, yeah, that's a well done ad, my friends. I wish other companies were putting.
So it'll protect you from mayhem like him, whichever one that is.
Yeah, that was actually the one that was. That is exactly the one, my friend. As the mayhem like me one. Anyways, that's all I got. You guys got anything before we get out of here?
I ain't got shit.
Yeah, that's right. Bringing it back, G-Dubs. Appreciate you for being here, brother.
Me too, man. It's been fun.
For as sporadic a show as it was. Oh, I'm lost. Nick said bird is the word. That's right. Bird. Yeah, no, Molasses is not doing that track. Just saying.
Bird's the word.
That being said, this is the first show. And I didn't say this earlier. The first show I've tried to stream to Twitter. I don't know if that worked or not. I'll find out later when I look it up. But yeah, apparently that's an option with StreamYard now. So yeah, we're streaming over there as well.
Nice.
Thank you guys for joining us on YouTube and Facebook. Go check out Mr. GW Foley. That guy's got a fun channel full of interesting adventures, fun stories, and I don't know, wiener jokes
Yes,
that
plenty of wiener
you-
jokes.
that you wouldn't come up on your own. This gentleman down here. There we go.
Dick jokes, white
Trubin.
people, like fucking black people and crack. Love it. Sir.
Yeah, we do smoke dick jokes like it's nobody's business. We put those dick jokes and put them right in the smoker.
Oh,
next to
yeah.
Hickory
Fuck yeah.
and Foley.
Black guys don't get it. They're like, man, I don't know why y'all talking about dick.
Because it's awesome and funny.
Because your big black uncircumcised cock is the last thing anybody wants to talk about, motherfucker.
We them girthy motherfuckers. Yeah, signing off for Max. Max is a good dude. Thank you for being here again, my brother. I'm sorry we had issues on the track. We'll have to have you back on where we can have more face-to-face one-on-one. But appreciate you for coming on with GW. And I apologize for the internet issues because I don't know. It's internet issues.
No, brother, you didn't create the internet unless you did, and you didn't tell me about it. It was awesome meeting GW and conversating with him. Always loved being on the show. Awesome crowd. Nothing but love from this guy over here, from Max to the rest of everybody else.
Thank you, Max. Anyways, that's all I got. Please go check out GW Foley and Max Trubin at Foley Kills.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just search GW Foley. If not, go look at my channel. He's in the recommended channels thing on this official channel. Go check out Max Trubin. Go find him. And that's all I got on this one. Thank you guys so much for dropping by.
Absolutely, man.
Thank you guys. And thank you all the people who dropped by the channel, including Nick and mostly Nick. Oh, one more last one. Just said C. Apparently Nick is Spanish now. And the beautiful assistant and Skimoro, everybody who dropped by on this live. And we'll see you at the afterplay. We thank you very much. Until next time, that's all I got. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunk and Underwhelming. Of course, keep it drunk, keep it underwhelming. Most importantly, it's trying times. Keep it sane. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, drunk magician out.
Above all else, I just want to say thank you. Have a beautiful night. Drunk magician out. Cheers. Now let's get the credits. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the help. Cause this is a show I do by myself. I produce the shit myself. And I've been through a lot with friends and a lot of shit I felt.